Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Collector Creations. In this video, I'm going to be showing off the new Mantalab 2001 A Space Odyssey full slip. That's where it is, because it says on the bottom, 2001 full slip. I'm going to do my best to focus this on the product. It's number 1072 out of 1500. Came like this, and it's plastic with, you got a sticker on the front, which is always good. I like how it's like space. It's number 50. It's exclusive steelbook. Comes with a lenticular tag and a sticker. Let's take it out. I really debated. I was up in the air about keeping this one because it's one of those things where it's like, I love ordering these premiums, but half the time it's like, do I want to keep them? Do I not want to keep them? And it's not just for like resale value. It's also because it's like, I don't have the most amount of money in the world, but it's also like, sometimes I want to see what the actual product is like. And I have decided to keep it because, well, no one that I've seen has made a video on it. So I decided that I will keep it, and I will love it like it's my own, because it is. So first up we have, let me see if I can peel off the film. There we go. Oh, nice sound. There you go, some ASMR for you. So it's blank on the back, but this is your lenticular, which is really nice. I have the Titans of Colt steelbook, and this is very similar to that, except that's not a lenticular. That's a nice lenticular. It's kind of got a good 3D effect where the Mantalab logo at the front, and then the room is just like shuttering behind you. It's I really dig that kind of stuff. Like on the camera, it looks like it's just kind of flipping, but it's kind of like if you move it just a slight amount, you gives you a good 3D perspective, which is how you make a good lenticular. It also comes with a sticker, which, I mean, it's shiny, it looks incredible. I don't usually know what to do with these. It's like a whole bunch of stuff. You get the astronaut, you get the pod, the escape pod, the title, and some asteroids by the looks of it. Star constellation kind of deal. Maybe it might be a logo. But yeah, it's nice. It's got this good colourful effect to it. Of course, comes with a J card, similar stuff, 4K plus, UHD. I wouldn't suggest this as the version to watch if you're going to watch it. I'd suggest the VH. No, I meant just buy a standard 4K. I've seen it on 4K. The Dolby Vision is incredible. It is a gorgeous looking film. Oh boy. In its plastic, shrink wrap still. It already looks fantastic. You can already tell there's some embossing on it, especially in the title. You get the title at the top, title there, on the spine. Get the sticker, which I usually cut around after I'll film the video. You get, just trying to make the camera focus, not on me, because I'm not what's important here. Let's open this baby up. Haha, let's devalue it. From what I know, it is a glossy steelbook, so I do have some gloves that I will be wearing. I'm very particular. I don't like glossy steelbooks that much. I know, like, it's one of those things where it's like with a steelbook, it's like you want it to be glossy, embossed, debossed. Embossing and debossing, always a charm, always welcome. But for me, I'm just not huge on gloss. I think for me it's because gloss scratches easier, gloss gets fingerprints on it, especially if it's a black gloss. I believe this is a white gloss, so that'll be nice. Alright, I'm gonna put my gloves on. I'm already starting to feel the sweat in my fingers. My suggestion above all else, I think this is cotton gloves. Alright. So that's where your sticker comes from. Which again, nice looking sticker. I will be cutting around that later. Oh boy. Alright, let's take this stuff out so I can kind of not drop it. Okay. This looks exciting. Oh, it's reflect. Oh, okay. This one might actually be really good for its gloss. So, here you have your full sleeve. You've got gloss on the blacks, which is very nice. Nice texture as well. Definitely embossed. I'd say here and, yeah, you can see it there with the light reflecting. Very nice, very detailed. This is one of those experiences where you're like, yeah, this is the kind of stuff where you want this stuff to be embossed. It's embossing on the title as well. So embossing on the title here, embossing on him, layers of it too, so you get all these lines in it. which is really cool. It's actually not embossed on the bottom panel, but the rest of the black panels, by the looks of it, are, which is, I mean, that's fine, really, isn't it? Embossing on the spine, nothing on the base outside of the sticker, again, number 1072. The back is very simple, but actually it does have embossing. This is like, yeah, glossy embossing here. More on the, this is kind of, I'd say that it's more, it feels more just like embossed and debossed on here to give it more of a texture. You can't really reflect much light onto it, like as in to get, because it's not a reflective surface as much, but you can kind of, you can feel it. It's there, they've got some embossing on the characters, on the mountains as well, which is really nice. Good artwork too. Just a good overall look to it. I love this. I definitely prefer this over the lenticular, which I did not bother to get. I'm going to leave the creme de la creme to the end, so if you want to skip to the steelbook, it'll be at the end. Booklet. Damn, they chose a great image to go for. That's a nice image to wrap it around with. Obviously an iconic part of the film. Very very thick cardboard, which is not bad. You get a shot from the film. Oh, you got a shot of Stanley making the movie. What is this one? He did the film, the moon landing. Oh, you get some behind the scenes images. Very nice. Yeah. It actually shows the guy who dresses up in the monkey suit. That's cute. Plus some storyboards to get some perspective. Iconic scene. Well, I say iconic scene. I think the whole thing's an iconic scene, isn't it? This is really nice. So it looks like the left is the artwork that you get on the steelbook, which is the main poster that I actually have on my wall. And the rest of it seems to be its concept art. But it's nice when they have concept art, not just that it mirrors the actual film, but it gives a good perspective as to how accurately the designs they were able, because it's not like they did concept art after the fact, they did it prior to. At least I'd argue it's concept art. That's just a nice image from the film. It actually has page numbers as well. I thought it was a crooked shot, but no, it's because that's when she goes in her zero gravity. So she has to walk around in a loop. Again, one of those classic practical effects films. I think this booklet so far, really amazing. I'm not always huge on booklets that have artwork in it. Like stuff like this where it's like a collage of different images of the film and also behind the scenes gives it a more interesting avenue. Like the whole behind the scenes stuff here is wonderful to look at. Like that was, I think, the main kicker that wanted to make me keep it. Because it's like images like this, it's like, it's just an image from the film. It's the equivalent of art cards. It's like, I don't need art cards. The set does come with art cards, but I don't really care much for them half the time. But if it's a visually amazing film like this one, then sure, you know, I'm not going to argue against it. As they say, the more the merrier. These pages are a bit tough to hold on to. But yeah, another shot from the film. More shots from the film, but the bottom left is a concept art. Got an iconic shot of Hal. Ah, right, his weird diamonds. Have you seen those before? They're bloody weird. Iconic shots from the end of the movie. You get the baby, the white room, and the baby looking at the earth. Crazy movie. If you want an explanation, read the book. It's a Cold War allegory. And then you get the iconic monolith looking at him at the end of the movie. And the last shots here is Hal and some schematics. That is just a shot from the film. Very nice book. Simple, but very nice. It's weird. It's interesting that they don't have the iconic shot of the, you know, the bone going up and then falling down, and it's now a spaceship. Like, probably the most iconic shot of the film, or like the opening title sequence, but at the same time, I think they might justify that elsewhere in the product. Let's take a look, shall we? Steelbook comes wrapped mint, which I always love that they do. It's like, you don't need to do that. It feels like, it's like, is that a waste of plastic? But I'm also like, I don't know. Sometimes, say if you're, you get the one click, for example, it's like, you'd probably want to keep the steelbook for one version of it wrapped, because the artwork will be the exact same, because there's no second steelbook, it's all the same steelbook. Same as like the art cards and all the character cards. I don't have fingernails, so it's hard to grab. They are all like the same for both, which I kind of... It's one of those things of, is that a good thing, is that a bad thing when it comes to Mantalab? I like it. Like, if I'm to get several versions, I'd prefer to keep the SteelBook by its, wrapped still, keeping it mint. I feel like I should have bought both versions of this, but I didn't have the money. So I only bought what I could afford. Well, that is delicious. So, full gloss, bordered, embossing on the title. You can see it there. Some nice embossing. Very reflective surface, which I dig. Like, the light strobes on it gives it a nice shine to certain elements of it. If you can kind of get that with the lighting there. Sorry about the viewfinder that you can see there. I have to be able to see what you can see. Yeah, that's better. It's the one benefit of having lights in the ceiling like this. You can get very specific lighting. And yeah, the image on the back, I'd argue concept art. Very nice still, very reflective. This is very much one of those SteelBooks where, again, you'd want to have gloves like this, because it's like, my god. I might put this in a protector by itself, because I don't want it to be scratched, but it's like, it's iffy, because it's a space poster, which again is almost identical, but not completely to the poster I have over there. There are minor differences. The planet's all white, whereas the planet over there is red, has a shadow of the actual spacecraft, whereas this one doesn't. So that's interesting, but this has more details on space, whereas that one doesn't. Interesting. All right, some nice weight to it. We've got our art cards, and oh, there's more stuff in here. What the hell is that? There's an extra packet. Show off the inside. I'll take out the discs because I don't care if the discs get damaged personally. I have the 4K standard anyway. So it's looking at the space station from inside the shuttle, which I think is kind of dig. I dig that. Like, the whole basis of the SteelBook for its artwork is that it is, of course, space. It's an iconic section of the film, visually an absolute masterpiece to watch. That's very nice. Disc art's the same, very basic disc art from the previous releases, which is perfectly fine. So it's a 4K Blu-ray combo. You get a little extra disc. Oh, look at this little disc. What is this disc feature? This is a Blu-ray special feature disc. Curious. I don't know if my version has special features, like as in my standard edition release. But that's a very nice effect on the bag. I will have to look into that disc to see what special features it has, to see if it differs from what I already have. And last but not least, you get your envelope. I love the red on black. It's a great design choice. This, I believe, is character cards, and yes, character cards. I think it's just 2 by the looks of it. Get 1 character card there. I'm trying to get the focus, I apologize. Artwork. Them on the moon. Them on the moon. On the space. Oh, there's 3 art cards. There's a 3rd one. Guess they don't like the monkeys being characters, don't they? You get How, which is a nice little card again. That's like, you could display that by itself because it's just How. Like, there's nothing else on the image, which is nice. You get your final astronaut. Arguably the main character of the film. Again, same artwork on the back. These all have iconic... Okay, that's a great image to have settled with on the back artwork because it's the same for every image. The rest of them, got the inside of the ship, much like the front cover. There's an iconic ape image. Iconic space image. Iconic space image? Okay, probably not. This is probably a weird space image that they chose to go for, but they did. That's not a bad one. That's a nice... I mean, they're all nice images. You know what I mean. But I'm like, do they go with iconic images like this? See, this is what the double lenticular or single lenticular, I don't know if it's double or single, but the other set comes with. So yeah, that's the whole kit and caboodle. They're nice material, cardboard, very postcard-like, got a nice texture to it. I'd frame these, you know, they're not bad. I would have gone with better shots. I think the monkey one is a good one to have gone with, same as this one. So yeah, but as an overall, that is... Oh, there goes the stickers. As an overall, that is the 2001: A Space Odyssey Mantalab full slip edition. I kept thinking single and single. I'm like, no, that's not right. So yeah, I don't know. Good luck finding it on the secondhand market, because boy oh boy is it going for quite a price, and I'm very happy to have it. I'm a lot more surprised in myself that as to how much I like this SteelBook set. It's a very nice set. The booklet in particular, I think, is very good. I do prefer booklets to have, essays and stuff like that, but to base it just on these images, it's pretty good. And they didn't really always go with the most obvious choices, which you could argue, why not go with the obvious choices? It's the iconic stuff. It's like, I don't know. I like their choices. I think the SteelBook being specifically about the space section in the middle, this being the space section, it's all themed towards the one thing, which I kind of really dig. I do like how they have the 8 part. They do have the weird space trippy part at the end as well, just in images. And I'm curious as to what the special features disc has to offer, because if I look at my 4K of it, so my standard 4K does actually have the same special features. It does. Alright, cool. So I don't have to worry about that. It confused me. I'm like thinking, why is there a special features disc? I don't remember there being 3 discs, but it's clearly because I have not watched any of the special features, and there's a lot of special features. So, at least according to this, you get the commentary by Keir Delia, I do not know how to pronounce his name, and Gary Lockwood, Channel 4 documentary 2001, The Making of a Myth, 4 insightful featurettes, Standing on the Shoulders of Kubrick, The Legacy of 2001, Vision of a Future Past, The Prophecy of 2001, A Space Odyssey, A Look Behind the Future, What is Out There, ? 2001, FX and Early Conceptual Art, Look, Stanley Kubrick, audio-only bonus 1966 interview, Kubrick interview conducted by Jeremy Bernstein, and a theatrical trailer. If I'm not wrong, this details the exact same stuff, which is very good. Alright, well that's the whole kit and caboodle. Thank you for watching with my white gloves. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, share, and subscribe for more. I have a few other Manta Labs and premium editions that you can check out on the playlist, probably up there, as well as maybe my previous Manta Lab, which I believe was Blade Runner. So yeah, that was the full slip of that as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm personally disappointed I wasn't able to get the one-click. I would have loved to have gotten the one-click, but yeah, I had to budget myself because I didn't have the money for it. But that's fine. I imagine someone else will make a one-click video soon enough. Cheers.